Today's consumer lending environment is very complex, and successful lenders need to navigate all the challenges that confront them. Guardian Finance offers personal solutions for successful strategies with their clients. And here to talk more about their offerings is Matt Marsh, President and CEO of the company. How you doing, Matt?
Nice to meet you.
So what is the biggest difference between a prime lender and a consumer finance company such as Guardian Finance?
Well, we do take on more risk from the consumer standpoint, yet we still use traditional underwriting practices. We look at their ability to pay, we consider their stability in the area, and even though our standard is different, we consider the credit history overall.
And why should someone go with a consumer finance company versus the others?
First of all, they have a need for a personal loan of, say, $7,500 or less. They're looking to maybe buy a vehicle for, say, $20,000 or less. Basically, the more legitimate their credit need is, the more they should seek a traditional lender such as Guardian Finance. We kind of think that some people end up at maybe a short-term lender like a check casher or a pawn shop, something along those lines, because they fear being turned down for a loan.
Right.
We enjoy serving this niche of customer, and we go way out of our way to make sure that they feel comfortable. And even if we can help them out with a loan, then we at least give them a direction on their credit.
And does the tax season have an effect in this area of their life in any way?
It's crazy this time of year.
Really?
So we have a lot of people that call into us, maybe to pay off their loan with their tax refund, or certainly to get a credit, which is never a bad idea. But also a lot of people use their tax refunds for down payments on cars.
Yeah.
So our application volume goes up triple this time of year.
And I want to go back because I love what you said even before we went on air. How you look more than just the number. And I think that is a big point, that it's very intimidating. You know what, maybe I messed up 10 years ago or 5 years ago, and I have a low credit score, and I feel like I'm forced to go to the check cashing places, because those are not where you want your customers to go, right?
Right, that's correct. You know, those can be never-ending debts. And so when I say a traditional lender, somebody that really looks at your ability to afford the payments and tries to put it on a term that you can get in and out of, and it's not something that, you know, you're going to be in the exact same place of having a debt you can't afford just 2 or 3 weeks later. So,
what advice would you give to people that are maybe looking to, I don't know, buy a car this time of year?
First of all, be very comfortable with the car payment. You know your expenses better than anybody else does.
Is there like a golden rule, or even like compared to your income, where should you be?
A lot of companies use different philosophies on that. It's called a payment to income in the industry. So, you know, 25% would be, you know, kind of something you hear thrown around a lot. But even on that, I go back to, again, you know your expenses better than anybody else does. And just because you're going to be approved for a certain size of a loan doesn't necessarily mean you can afford that payment.
Right.
Buying a car should be a great experience, but it can be intoxicating. You know, you kind of see this car, then there's a flashier car, and sometimes we can get out of our budget. So just stay in your budget is my best advice.
Stay in your budget. Well, I know a lot of people are watching, and they're very comforted to know there is someone out there that can help them with their loan. What's the first step they need to take, and how can they get a hold of you guys?
They should call our Hilliard office at 614-527-8710.
Okay.
And any representative that helps, answers the phone rather, could help them out.
And what types of documents should they prepare before they come see you?
Pay stub and an ID.
Perfect. Well, Matt, thank you so much for joining us today. I greatly appreciate it.
I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Now, if you're interested in a consumer loan, get all the help you need from Guardian Finance. And for more information, just go to guardianfinancecompany.com.